Hello and welcome to another episode of The Elegant Life. My name is Erin Kurt and I am a spiritual teacher and spiritual coach who will help you go from where you are to where you desire to be and feel whole and fulfilled for perhaps maybe the first time in your life. And if you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe and hit the little bell. That's the notification bell so that you can always know when a new video comes out, all right? So today, what I want to ask you is, do you have inside of you this feeling that if you could just get rid of this one thing in your life, that literally everything would be fine? I used to be that way too. I used to think, look, when I get this money thing overcome, everything in my life will be totally fine. Because a lot of my stress, a lot of my anxiety, a lot of my self-worth was based around money. And I realized so much that money was just my lesson in life to help me expand. Whenever a client comes to me, I know that either one of these things that I'm going to mention to you now is going to be their big problem. It is either financial or money. It is either about love or finding a soulmate or marriage problems, something to do with relationships. Maybe it's the relationships with their children. So in general, relationships. It could be about their health. So it could be, the weight, they can't get rid of it, or they keep having huge health problems, they don't have energy, they just are always sick. It could be something like they want self-confidence, they've always been bullied, they've always been put down, they never feel good enough, these kind of things. So there's sort of these main topics. And what I want you to really know is that each of us are given at least one big one. I mean, some of us go through different ones throughout our lifetime, but there's usually a main one. And through us trying to solve this problem, we grow. We grow, we elevate, we become more wise. We learn all sorts of things. We become awakened to things. We let things go finally. We literally have that experience in our life to allow us to become a better version of ourselves, to grow and expand, okay? This is what all of us are given. And so what I want you to know is that take this thought completely out of your mind, that when you get this problem taken care of, that you'll be perfect fine, life will be perfect, everything will be good, and forever and ever, amen, okay? A lot of people thought that when they get married, that's when they're going to be happy. When they find their soulmate, that's when happiness is going to come. And then you realize that the definition of a soulmate is someone who loves you so much and is going to be there with you through all of the times that they're going to push you to grow. I mean, I can say that my husband is my soulmate, and Lord knows we have not had an easy journey. Like, seriously. But we've always known there's a deep love and connection with each other. And I make him grow and he makes me grow. So you realize, oh, okay. And then when I wanted to get pregnant, I wasn't able to. I totally wasn't able to because I was a type A personality. When I choose to do something, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it perfectly, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And then it never happened, and it wasn't happening. Why is it not happening? And I would get depressed, and I would cry, and I would get angry every time another woman would get pregnant, and I would curse God, and then I would pray to God. I mean, I just thought, I would see visions of me being this mother, doing these gorgeous activities with my kids and all this. I thought, when I have that, life's just going to feel so calm and beautiful and meaningful, and anybody knows who becomes a mother. Yes, my God, do I have those times. And I think children are the one thing that can bring you a sort of love that is on the spiritual realm. They can bring you surrender and patience, contentment, and you can see beauty. I mean, children are a real good gift. I'll tell you that. At the same time, it can be one of the most difficult jobs because they push your buttons. They are a reflection of you, you know? They show you everything that's within you that you need to deal with, that you need to work on. And so they help you grow and become. And so I want you, if you're in that mode right now, thinking, you know, if I could just, then everything will be beautiful and happy and forever and ever, amen. Great. It won't. And there's something that is called impermanence in Buddhism. And it was a beautiful lesson that I learned when I was back in France in 1997, and I really started studying Buddhism and I got into Buddhism. I'm not a practicing Buddhist now, but the gifts it gave me were beautiful in many respects. And the idea that everything is impermanent. And when you think that everything is permanent, that's when suffering happens. And I'll never forget, you know, if you don't know the story of Guy and I, I'll put the link below to the series that I did, The Making of a Spiritual Woman, a pilgrimage that began in Paris, because it was an experience with Guy that just helped me on so many levels, I can't even say. And to him, I thought, what did I do for him? What did I do for him? But he told me, after I ended things and went back to Canada, he told me, being a very devout Buddhist, I could never fully get and understand and practice the biggest law in Buddhism, which everything is impermanent. And you helped me learn that and know it. And I was like, whoa, wow, okay, all right. So there is something that I gave to him. Everything is impermanent. And sometimes that used to scare me because I used to think when I'm on a high, you know, like literally just before the summertime, I was thinking, my God, we have had the biggest, longest stretch of everything being almost idyllic, financially abundant, full of love and passion, abundance, just happiness in abundance, joy in abundance, purpose, fulfillment in abundance, health in abundance. I mean, just riding a wave of, whew. And then at the same time knowing, I wonder what it is going to be that is going to be the thing that's going to dip me down a bit. And then we had the summertime, you know. I went from a moment of utter bliss to utter shock and sadness this summer. And that's how it can happen. But to know that when you're down, it is going to come up because it's just the way it works. Now, the processes that I teach here on The Elegant Life, they're all about you having elegant flow in your life. To know that you don't have to go up, down, up, down, up, down, like I used to, very dramatically, you know, highs, lows, highs, lows. Now it's like a flow. It's like a piece of driftwood drifting on the water. We go whoop, woo, woo, and you can drift for a long time and then something again. And you can make it a scary thing or you can make it just what it is. It's life. If you have the processes to know how to make you flow, how to come back home where the flow is, then you're fine. You're fine. And if you take all of the things that are happening to you and realizing that they're not happening to you, they're happening for you or because of you. There's two things there. Things are happening to you for you very often so that you can grow and become the best version of yourself, the woman you were meant to be in this lifetime, okay? It will help you grow all of these experiences, and at the same time, you have a choice as to how that path goes. Okay, it can be like this or it can be like this. And I think most people would agree that this is a lot better. The intensity of the negativity doesn't stay and it is not there. And the duration of how long you feel in despair or stressed out is shorter, okay? And the other thing that you really need to know and understand is this, that you are a radio tower of energy frequency. And when you know that you are vibrating a certain frequency, and therefore because of a law of attraction, you're attracting your experiences, life is happening because of you sometimes. And that's another reason why here on The Elegant Life, there are so many videos about how to raise your frequency so that your vibration is high, so that all it can bring to you is more things on the high vibration, okay? That's where you live, that's where you coast, that's where you drift. If you have something happen in your life like that, like a death, like we had, that is an experience that happened for you. What did you learn from it? How could you grow from it? And when you use it as one of those, the period of time you suffer is less, and your life on the other side is even better than it was before. I know this sounds maybe funny, but I keep telling my clients this. When you think it's great, it only gets better. And when you think that's great, it gets even better. So trust that life is either happening for you or because of you. And you know that here at The Elegant Life, you are gifted so many tools and processes to help you on this journey to make it more elegant and flowing. So that was a little pep talk this week to get your head and your perspective in the right place. All right? On that note, make it an elegant week, and we will see you next time.